This video is going to be interesting because we are bringing you 7 totally weird but absolutely true events. For those of you out there seeking real news that's not boring, this video is for you. Here we go. Number 7. 73-year-old woman gives birth to twins through IVF. Just days ago, that's September 2019, a 73-year-old woman from India successfully gave birth to a pair of twin girls through C-section. She got pregnant through IVF, which started in 2018. Her husband is 82 years old. Married since 1962, they had been trying for decades but were unable to conceive naturally. She felt stigmatized by her village for not having children. In 2018, after hearing a 55-year-old lady in her neighborhood becoming pregnant through IVF, they approached the fertility doctor for help. After she passed the preliminary tests, the doctor found her to be medically fit to start on the fertility treatment. Both the newborns and the woman are reported to be in good health. The husband unfortunately suffered a stroke and had been hospitalized. For the not-so-young couples out there who are considering IVF, please think of the ability to care for your child for at least the next 21 years. There is also huge financial cost to consider. Think of how old you will be when your child reaches 21 years of age. Is it viable? Is it safe? Are we selfish in doing so? Number 6. 71-year-old woman marries 16-year-old boy. In 2017, a 16-year-old boy from Indonesia married his 71-year-old girlfriend. Yes, you heard it right, a massive 55 years age gap. Initially both families disagreed to the marriage as they were worried it would bring shame to their families. However, the couple threatened to commit suicide together if they were not allowed to get married. Together with the help of their village chief, both families eventually agreed to the controversial marriage. It was reported that the marriage was not motivated by money but purely out of love for each other, because both parties are equally poor. And so they say, there is no boundary to true love. Number 5. Rare newborn two-headed rattlesnake found in New Jersey forest. 2 herpetologists were exploring Pine Barrens, an area known for having timber rattlesnakes, found this extremely rare newborn slithering on the ground. The rattlesnake was born with 2 fully formed heads, 4 eyes, 2 slithering tongues and a fully formed body. The 2 heads work independently because the body will stiffen up whenever both heads want to go in opposite direction. It is around 10 inches long and reported to be healthy. Coincidentally, both the guys who found the creature are called David, and with the snake being 2-headed, it was named Double Dave. Having 2 heads may mean that it would be slow in getting away from predators, hence it is now being monitored with permission from the state, in the Herpetological Associates in Pemberton. Number 4. Miniature horse seen boarding commercial flight calmly. This one is cute. Flirty, a miniature service horse, was seen boarding a flight with her owner, at the Chicago O'Hare International Airport. They were flying home to Omaha in Nebraska. The miniature horse was provided the aisle seat for a comfortable ride. It is 7 years old and weighs 135 pounds. Flirty had been with her owner for 2.5 years. Even the pilot came out to say hi to Flirty. Flirty is indeed a well-trained support animal, as she had been calm all the way from the airport boarding process to the flight itself. Her owner gave her treats during the flight, and the only discomfort she showed was by shaking her head once or twice. Number 3. Live frog in bagged salad bought from supermarket. This one is hard to digest. According to a new study from the Science of the Total Environment, dozens of people across the U.S. found frogs and lizards in bagged salads bought from supermarkets. Some were so fresh that these creatures are still alive. At least 40 incidents were reported by online media between 2013 and 2018. These numbers may not sound a lot over 5 years, but it's definitely not rare. What about those unreported? The most common animals are frogs and toads, which account for 21 out of the 40 incidents. The rest were lizards and snakes, bats and rodents, and even birds. Would you unbag it and eat your salad? Number 2. Giant hairball removed from stomach. This one is probably even harder to digest. A 16-year-old Russian teenager started pulling and chewing her hair since she was 6 years old. Due to a rare condition called Rapunzel syndrome, doctors found a massive ball of hair in her stomach. Her stomach was 80% filled with hair, and with the ball so huge, it almost blocked her digestive tract completely. The human stomach is not able to digest hair. Therefore, when such large amount is swallowed, it simply accumulates into a giant lump of hair. It is a very rare condition with only about 90 reported cases worldwide. She underwent an emergency surgery to remove the giant hairball, and she reportedly feels better. However, the problem does not end there. The root of the problem could very well be psychological, and she may need psychiatric care to help her overcome trichotillomania, which is a hair-pulling disorder. Number 1. 7-year-old has 526 teeth growing in his mouth. A 7-year-old boy from India had a large tumor in the lower right jaw. The large tumor consisted of 526 teeth of various sizes, ranging from tiny teeth to medium and large-sized ones. The entire tumor of teeth weighed 200 grams. Each abnormal tooth actually had a crown, root and enamel coating. The surgery took 5 hours and it was done free of charge. Surgeons successfully removed the tumor and made the astounding find after cutting it up. When the boy was 3, his parents noticed the swell in his jaw, but he was undiagnosed as he failed to go for the tests. His lower right jaw had no permanent teeth until now. Luckily for him, as he is still young, he did not need to go through jaw reconstruction. Dentists were unable to pinpoint the exact cause of the abnormal growth, but it was suspected that exposure to radiation from mobile towers or even genetics were a couple of likely factors. Well folks, we have come to the end of another round of video. Thank you for watching. Hope you find these news as interesting as we do. Please do support us and help us grow by subscribing.